My name is Shane Bautista. I'm 36 years old. I'm currently a clinical myotherapist, so a mixture of physio and massage, and I'm studying my third degree in nursing. My background is my mum is English, my dad's Filipino. They got married and they had me, but unfortunately they got divorced pretty quickly. And from there I lived with my nana and grandpa. Then my nana died, and then my grandfather couldn't really look after me. I was 5, we lived in Dufton, and I was running around the streets with teenagers, pretty streetwise at that age. My grandfather couldn't really look after me anymore, so my uncle, my mum's twin brother, took me on, and they lived in Dever Hills, so him and his wife and my 2 cousins. Then my auntie got lupus and became quite ill and couldn't really have 3 children. So they thought it'd be a good idea for my dad to take responsibility of me, and I lived to live with him in Dandenong. My dad was a really good father. I was about 7 at the time, and he had a girlfriend and friends in the city, so he would leave me in the apartment on my own for 2 to 3 days a week while he went off and saw them. So one day after school, when I went to school, got home, the police were waiting there, and they sort of looked around the house and found there was hardly anything in the cupboards or fridge. So they took me to Dufton Police Station, and I remember them feeding me up on McDonald's. So that night I went to Jane and Brian Graham's place in Hampton Park. That was quite a strange experience, going to a stranger's house like at dark and just seeing, house full of kids and, just that surreal. It's really strange. The next day I went to court and became ward of the state, and there I stayed till I was an adult. So that was my sort of experience, background experience in a little nutshell. So it was quite, exciting, because I lived on a farm and had all these animals, and I loved horses, and I had horses. So as an 8-year-old, it was like a dream come true, and I think I told the courts that. Jane always told me that when I first got there, I didn't leave their side. Like if she went outside, I was outside. I was like a little shadow, because I was scared to be left alone. As I got older and got more comfortable, I sort of settled in with the family. So it was a new experience having older brothers. Never had that before, so that was kind of good growing up. Then getting into the teenage years, I was struggling with my sexuality. I'm gay, so coming to terms with that was difficult. I got bullied at school a lot because I was into acting and dancing and not very good at team sports. I think when I was 15, 16, things started to blow up. Decided to leave the Grahams. My social worker had put me with an elderly lady. There's a couple of times where I was really going to run away, and then they put me into a youth housing situation. I thought that might be better for me to live independently but still under supervision. So I did that for about 1.5 years, 2 years, living out on my own. I guess from there, that's when I sort of changed my mentality and my attitude, I guess. So yeah, I guess experiencing the real world and, having to pay your rent and your bills and food, and no one's doing that for you. No one's doing your laundry. No one's telling you to go to school. It's all up to you. So at that time, I put myself through John Young Talent School and started. That was a good thing for me because I started to work professionally, and I guess in acting and dancing and singing and stuff like that. So I guess being young and putting myself through that and being around older people in the industry really, really made me grow up a lot and realise that you have to work for things. I went back to the Grahams after my wardship finished. I was 16 and the courts declared my ward of the state being finished. The Grahams really didn't need to take me back because I was out of the foster care system. I was older, young adult, and and what I'd done, they could have just washed their hands with me, and that's it. But my relationship with Joan became a lot better and improved when I was living out of home. I was I'll just visit them and on the weekends and things like that. And for a while, build that trust up again. You know, I guess saw me as their son. I've been with them since I was 8. So I guess they did for me what they do for their own kids, and take me back into the house. And I finished year 12, and from there stayed on till I guess after I went to uni. I went to Warrnambool for uni, so that was about 19, 20. And she said, life is what you make it. There's no point being a victim in life, because you're not going to get anywhere and you're not going to achieve anything. I see them not as regularly as I'd like to now, but we'll still keep on contact with Facebook. Like she'll Facebook me and she'll text and stuff. And I guess the recipe to being a good foster parent is to be patient. A lot of kids that you're going to get are going to be troubled. But genuine carers, the love for children, and want to just be there for the long haul. A lot of them go into crime and drugs and, end up repeating the cycle of how they were brought up with their own kids. So don't give up too easily, because if the Grahams gave up on me, then I probably wouldn't be where I am today. What I see for my future, I've got 2.5 years left to finish this nursing degree. Yes, I see myself working as a nurse, and eventually I'd like to buy my own property and maybe even foster myself, give back to kids as well. My message to the Grahams, especially Joan, is thank you for not giving up on me when I did the most horrible thing, hurt you guys as a teenager. You never gave up on me and took me back when you didn't have to, and you made me the person I am today.